Good morning, Aurora. Happy Thursday, February 6th. Big shout out to Curtis having us today at Good Morning, Aurora. Big shout out to everybody that's putting salt outside, right? Good morning, Alejandro. We're here, our first time being in this show, beautiful show that just started. And want to say hi to everybody that's watching us. And we're here to promote, talk to you about the music industry, and interview each other, right? Something different. And so we're a little nervous, but let's warm up, right?
Warm up.
Big shout out to our people that go to Ballydoyle and support us Friday and Saturdays. Don't miss out.
Yep. Yeah, the
Alejandro?
14th of this month, you guys got a big event, Valentine's edition. It's called Aquel Amor. It is going to consist of like Latin bands, but it is going to be a really good time. We're going to bring a lot of Latin bands from like Chicago, some local, and you definitely don't want to miss it out. If you're into like the Latin music, it's something you can't really miss out on. It's going to be a really good time. Maybe it's a good date night with your couple, with your husband, your wife, your partner. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. So, it's going to be a good time, and I really hope to see everybody there.
Once again, thank you so much for watching us. Talk about life, right? How we met. A lot of people know us in Aurora, and if you don't, please visit us again at Ballydoyle's. We bring the party, and so how we met, Alejandro. We had a very close friend, best friend, rest in peace. We were in the music industry, brought us together. And Pro Music Wave comes along. Right now we put DJs together, move DJs at Ballydoyle's. We bring bands together, and so our job is to put the whole event, make it happen for you guys here in Aurora.
Yeah, like Aaron said, we met through a really good friend that unfortunately ended up passing away. We did meet through a church, and we just started connecting, working with each other, working with bands. One thing led to another. We ended up, just continue the work. I think it's been a little over 2 years.
3 years.
3 years. 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3 years. It started with the live band, live sound engineering. Then we started getting into more of the DJ entertainment business, and we just been at it ever since. And we got the opportunity to work with Ballydoyle's, and we are there every weekend. But yeah, we've just been at it for the last 3 years, and everybody who's seen us together probably don't know much about us because we're always just working. But we've been working for quite some time now, so it's definitely been a ride of emotions, a little bit of everything.
DJ Dro, where that comes from? Tell us about how you started DJ Dro.
DJ Dro, DJ Dro, the name, I got it from my name, Alejandro. So the last 3 letters is where I got the Dro. Yeah, Dro. People think it's something else, but I'm like, nah, it's my name. But yeah, I got it from that. You know, music has always been, you know, part of my life. You know, growing up, you know, I didn't really have like, you know, the best games or the, you know, the fancy stuff to, you know, work with. All I had was music, you know, just an MP3 player. So, you know, from when I was a young kid, you just listening to like, when I was a lot younger, I was listening to hip hop. You know, my parents influenced me with the, you know, like a lot of the bands from Mexico. And then growing up, you know, you get into another phase where you like, you know, reggaeton and like hip hop. So it kind of just was all over the place. And, you know, when I was like 19, I got into DJing a little bit later. But, you know, it's never too late to start anything you want to do. You know, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40. If you like something, you know, definitely just invest your time into it. But definitely, I would say like at 19, I started getting into it. And, you know, I've just been at it ever since. I'm 24 now. So, you know, I'm only growing. So
For real, man.
Yeah, so. How about yourself, man?
Thank you for sharing.
Yep.
Pro Music Waves, I started about 3 years ago. Before I met you, I used to do booking of bands. We used to have a band with our friend Adan, and we used to locally play here in Aurora and also Chicago. And so I was kind of like the road manager, you know, booking for dates that he would tell me. And so, you know, I've always been in the music industry. I mean, I know how to play instruments since I was 5. So it brings along to the music business, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, knowing different musicians, different DJs now, gets to this Pro Music Waves. We are a music business that we bring to the, you know, musicians, DJs. They come to us. We get them dates out there for different locations. Of course, Ballydoyle now that we're working there. And so kind of we're like an agency, a music agency that musicians come, we work for them. And so it's been really good. Aurora people been supporting us. A lot of love. I just want to throw out, again, a shout out to Curtis. A shout out to BMO Fades in the house as well. Brian, thank you. Also, Ballydoyle's.
Yeah, Ballydoyle. Shout out to Ballydoyle's, and the, you know, the hospitality they give us is great. You know, we love the team. You know, it's only growing. So.
And something that Ballydoyle's is doing is, and I haven't seen. Let me know if you have, Curtis. Let me know. But Ballydoyle's opens a buffet throughout our Fridays and Saturdays. Free buffet. All you can eat until 1 o'clock, you know. So you you had a couple of drinks. We got you with some food, tacos, you know. So you're good.
Really good donuts too, man, for dessert. So not only do we have the food buffet, we got some nice donuts, crispy. I mean, you can't miss out on it. Everybody loves it. And you know, one day we do have a cover, but I mean, you are getting that buffet for free, and then the other day we don't. So I mean, it's kind of like you get a big bang for your buck, and you have a good time. The best DJs in town. And the place is just nice. It's a safe environment. It looks really fancy in there. We get a lot of compliments because of how nice it looks on the inside.
Yeah.
And, you know, we try our best to take good care of it, as well as the Ballydoyle's team. So, you know, it's a really nice place to hang out, have a drink with your friends, you know, just socialize. So.
Also, a big shout out to Helen, manager of Bally, Gabriel, Sergio, the whole team.
Man.
I think if there wasn't a team, me and you could not throw the show down.
That's another important factor, is like no matter what you do, you need a good team. You can't do everything alone. I've seen people fall because they don't want to build with other people. And in this community, I mean, we're the second biggest city in Illinois. So
correct.
For us to be the second biggest city, I mean, we have big potential. And you've seen the restaurants, you've seen everything building up in downtown Aurora.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only getting bigger now. So, I mean, you need a good team no matter what we do. You know, it doesn't matter if you sell bread or you sell tacos, you know, or you're in the music industry. You need a good team. And, you know, thankfully we do have that down here. So, you know, we're making it happen, bro.
Okay. So once again, our purpose being here today is we're promoting our show February 14th. So I don't know if the camera can see us right there. You can zoom in, just like the pros with our flyer here. Check us out. Also check us out on Instagram, Pro Music Waves.
DJ Dro on Instagram. Give us a follow.
Yep. Also at Ballydoyle's, you can see a lot of events going on at Ballydoyle's. But once again, February 14th is the main show.
It's the place to be.
We got different bands coming in, like Picudos. They're very known.
Yeah, very known, very popular band right now in Chicago. So you don't got to drive an hour to go see them. They're gonna be right here down the street from your house. So I mean, I don't see why I missed out on it. You know, I always get a lot of people say, "Man, I want to listen to this band, but they're all the way in Chicago. We got to drive an hour.
Yeah.
You know, it's cold, it's icy. I don't want to slip and fall." Like, man, Curtis. Anyway, you know, and they're down the street. You know, why miss out on it? So, you know, like I said, not only are they going to be there, we have a couple other bands. Some of them are local, some of them are upcoming talent. You know, which is nice to come and support them because, like I said, you want to grow as a community, and you know, if these people are working here, you know, why not support them? So I think that's another really important piece that me and Aaron really try to focus on is the upcoming and local talent. Which on a side note, we are going to be hosting an open mic soon at Ballydoyle, so keep your eyes peeled for that. You know, supporting a lot of the local talent. You know, we're really big on that, especially with the live bands as well. We're also going to be doing something a bit similar with the live bands. So you know, upcoming bands, you know, they're going to get that
shine,
that spotlight on them. You know, that they've been waiting for. You know, help bring light to that talent because, like I said, we're the second biggest city, and I mean, it's only right that, you know, we make it happen. So.
Thank you, Joe.
Yep.
Also, we're going to have Los Orejones, if you know them. We're going to have Empresarios de Durango and Malverde in the house.
Yes, sir.
MC Aaron Lechuga, DJ Dro spinning.
Yes, sir.
And again, free buffet, of course.
And yep, it's a good time.
What's going on? Also, we got Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. So
talk
you
to
guys,
me.
man, we got Super Bowl Sunday at Ballydoyle from 5 to 10. You know, if you need a spot to come check out the game, we are going to have multiple screens playing throughout the night. So I would say definitely a good spot to come check us out. They got $1 wings, drink specials, $6 burgers. I mean, it's going to be a good time. So, and you got the DJ of the house, DJ Dro there. So, you know, MC of the house, Aaron Lechuga. So it's going to be a good time. If you need a place to come check out the game, Super Bowl Sunday at Ballydoyle, 28 West New York Street. Come check us out. It's going to be a really good time. And not only that, I mean, we're there every weekend. Every Friday, Saturday, we're throwing events there. So if you need a new spot, a new place to come check out, it's definitely the place to be.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Note that down, February 14 and this Sunday as well. Also, big shout out to Music, Events, and Entertainment, which I'm part of here in Aurora. And so we're going to come with more events for you guys this year. Also, let's talk about what was music like before and after COVID.
I mean,
I know now, right now, you know, what I've seen that Aurora is just picking up very fast in the arts.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit of everything, but we're in the music, so I do see a lot of support to where back in the day, you know, it was not out there. Right?
Yeah.
So what was it for you like, right? Before and after.
I mean,
COVID
the funny thing is for me, like, I kind of got into, like, actually, I mean, I've always liked music, but I kind of got into the entertainment scene like when I was like 19. So 2019, that's kind of like right before COVID. So I was just getting a taste of it, but I mean, it was really like, I guess not so much in Aurora. I guess that's when it was starting to grow. But in Chicago, the scene, you know, it was obviously popping. You know, it's a lot going on. Unfortunately, COVID hit, so you know, I had to kind of like stay behind the scenes, like stay back and just watch what was going on. But to a lot of my colleagues that work in this industry, you know, they did take a big hit. You know, everything shut down. They couldn't go DJ. You couldn't go play with your band. So it was definitely like a tough era for them. But you know, coming back, I knew that, you know, once this COVID era ended, that, you know, it was going to come back with a bang because everybody's itching to get out of their house. And which it has. I mean, if you look at downtown Aurora, I mean, 5 years ago, it's completely different. It's just been growing. We have new spots downtown. And, you know, it's just, I think it's just been amazing. You know, I think kind of COVID made it to where, like, we appreciated more going out. And, you know, it's the little things like that you kind of take for granted.
And I think people just coming together.
Exactly.
You know, just seeing the support, you know, from Aurora, from the city of Aurora. You know, people are just coming out and be like, you know, this is my art, this is my music, and it's like beautiful. You know, we're here.
Yeah.
So for me, I think before and after, I think when people like to party, they don't care, you know. So we were like underground, hey, we have this event, but you know, let's keep it low key. But you know, always having fun.
Always
you know?
having fun.
But for me, that's my side. You know, but also we had to be careful and stuff.
Of course.
But I think it was more like underground music industry. But now is gone. Now is you know you could just be yourself.
Right. No. Yeah. I think times have changed for sure, man. I mean, like you said, now I feel like everybody's collabing together. Like, oh, you do art, oh, you sing, you DJ, you make this, you make that. Everybody's coming together, which is great. I mean, because we're such a big community, man. At the end of the day, everybody knows each other. Just a lot of people decide not to work with each other, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of talented people here. Like I said, no matter if it's you singing, making drawings, you make food, you make tacos, anything. I mean, we all come together as a community.
Yeah.
We could be just as big as Chicago, you know.
Sure.
So, I mean, we got that potential. I don't see why not. You know, it's just a matter of us coming together and collabing.
Yeah. And once again, you and I like to show a lot of love, right?
Definitely.
And more to our city, Aurora. Big shout out to all the music promoters, right? That throw events at different locations.
Oh, yeah.
We don't see each other, but big shout out to you guys. We'd love to, collab and make something big. Yeah. Maybe something big for the summer. But once again, big shout out to other music promoters out there doing their thing. We do see you on Facebook, and always supporting. Also, when we upload our flyers and stuff on your pages, you give us love. We appreciate it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, the people that have the what's happening in Aurora, that we post our flyers, and you guys approve us. Thank you so much. It helps us a lot.
Oh yeah, the promotion, man. It's like at the end of the day, we're just trying to make it like a hub, a hot spot for people to come have a good time. If the more, all it takes is for at least in this entertainment game, all it takes is a simple comment, like, share, and it goes a long way for us. We're not asking for $100. Like, it's just very simple to where, if your friend has a business, like I said, they can sell, they either sell food, they're a real estate agent, you're the entertainment business. All it takes is a simple share. That's why I tell, hey, bro, make sure you go comment on my post, because it goes a long way, and the more people interact with it, the more people, see it. So it definitely helps a lot. So
I think the sun shines for everybody.
Oh, yeah,
right?
It's a big city. So.
Yeah, it is. And when we help each other, I think the snowball does definitely grow. And, there's a lot of people that are not from Aurora, and they're watching, and they just come. And, I mean, they go everywhere. And thank you to all the promoters ourselves that, we bring the music, the arts to the city. And, I mean, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. It's like the city's so big, and we got so much potential. And I just, like you said, the sun shines for everybody. El sol sale para todos. There's no reason why we got to be like, oh, man, they're over there, we're over here. Like, no. We never look at it like that, know. On the contrary, we feel good about it. Oh, man, there's a new spot opening down the street. Oh, we're happy. We like it. Why? Because it's going to bring more attention to Aurora, more attention to the downtown. Why is that so important at least for me growing up? Downtown Aurora was not a spot where I would go hang out. Like, never. I would tell my cousins, hey, let's go drive our bikes to Batavia, to Geneva, Naperville. Let's go to Naperville. Why? Because there's nothing in downtown Aurora when I was growing up. This is talking about like 10 years ago. There's what are we going to go do down here? And then now, everything has changed. So many restaurants, so many different things you can look into. And it's just, over time, you could really see how Aurora has really evolved and changed. So it's really cool. And I'm excited for the future, because I think there's a lot to come.
Yes, I do remember my college years going to Naperville. Shout out to Naperville in the house. Also,
we show love.
Going to all the bars in Naperville, just because there was nothing to do out here in Aurora. I would go to the bars out there to party. That was last year.
Right. Nah. You're like back in the day,
last year. So now that we have all the bars, all the restaurants, it definitely, Aurora looks different. Yeah, definitely. I like that. What do we have for the following months?
So
Ballydoyles,
man.
What's going on?
We've been trying to switch it up a lot. So, like I said, going back to like the live bands, why go to Chicago to go check out a band when I can bring them to downtown Aurora. So that's my big thing. And this next month of March, not only this month, but the next month of March, I'm bringing a lot of Chicago DJs. So instead of you going down an hour away,
Yep.
so their clubs are nice, but you really want to make that hour drive and then another hour back, and you can't really have a drink when you can go down the street and come check out the hottest DJs in Chicago. I mean, I don't see why not.
Right.
So definitely bringing a lot of that Chicago vibe to downtown Aurora, to match that energy, and for people to be able to check them out. I mean, if you live down the street, I mean, you just walk home. Why risk or get an Uber? It's a lot cheaper than going to Chicago. You're gonna spend like $50 to $100 on an Uber, drinks, and it's a lot more expensive. So definitely March, we're bringing a lot of Chicago DJs, trying to switch it up. And actually at the end of this month, on Saturday, we're doing a 2000s night. So if you're into R&B, hip hop, reggaeton from the 2000s era, that's going to be a good time to check us out as well. Like I said, we're there every Friday, but that night, I'm really excited for it. I know our good friend Gabriel has been wanting that for the past year. You guys got to make the 2000s night. So 2000s night, R&B, hip hop, reggaeton is going to be a really good time. So not only are we there every Friday, Saturday, but we also try to incorporate like those themes. We're also thinking of doing something like that Bad Bunny night. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Give the people what they want, because that's that's what we specialize in. That hospitality and giving the people what they want. So
awesome. And also we invite all the businesses in Aurora to just keep promoting, because it makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
People are watching either on their phone, computer. Just promote your business. It does make a big difference.
Oh yeah, that's how we help.
I know we're talking about Bally, but some businesses don't know how to promote or how to get to people. So just posting something on social media can make a big difference, and people can come support your business, either big or small.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that's the most important piece nowadays. I know times have changed. It wasn't always like this, but now it's so important to have social media, Instagram, Facebook. Why? Because this is like this is your promotion. This is your everything. This is where you get to post all of your content, whatever you sell, whatever you do. People love it, and people love insight. They love reels. They love like, oh, what are you guys doing behind the scenes? Like people, they love it. So if you could give them a glimpse of that, just an idea of it, you can definitely hook in your crowd a lot better. And just being more intact with social media, collabing with other people. I mean, it's just a key element for your business to grow. And for you to be able to have a successful business, because it's not easy, especially nowadays. Everything's so expensive, and you definitely it can be hard to make ends meet. But I think as long as you promote it well on social media, everybody will see it. So there's really anything you want. I don't see why you can't have it. I mean, we have literally everything in our phone. Like there's nothing. There's no reason you can't say, oh, I gotta go home to my laptop. You could do it on your phone. There's no reason to not.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's what we do in our side of, promoting, our side, but you can also do it too. If you guys have any questions, like I said, you can find me on Pro Music Waves.
DJ Dro, Instagram.
Yep, we do have, different tips where we can help you out if you have a small business, if you're just starting a business. We're more than happy. We went to school, music business, engineering.
Yep.
So we do see the side of, how to start with a business, and if you need help, we're more than happy to assist you guys. We're always looking for collaborations.
Oh yeah.
I think that really helps a lot, for everybody. Also, big shout out to Mr. Muhammad.
Oh yeah, shout out to Muhammad.
He hired us for City of Aurora.
Showing love.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you so much. Also for big shout out to La Tuna. How we started.
Yeah, we started La Tuna.
La Tuna is, if you don't know, it's a small banquet hall located in Aurora. Big shout out to Noemi,
Carmen,
yep.
Chris
Yeah.
Chris Jr.
For real. And so, as I said, I used to have a live band, and they used to book us there. And suddenly, Alejandro came in too, and to the team, and then we started doing more DJ, and that's where we kind of like started.
Yeah, just kind of took off.
Yeah, it took off. We started getting more gigs, and it was getting crazy. With the City of Aurora. Finally, we end up in Ballydoyle.
Out of nowhere.
They were really happy that the energy that we bring to the table, to the
yeah.
room. I think that's something very important too. And so they liked it, and that's kind of from La Tuna to here.
Yeah, it's just like a stepping stone, and like I mean, I always see things like that. Even if it might be kind of like a tougher situation in life, and kind of more in like a general spectrum, sometimes some things are kind of just like a stepping stone for you to get prepared for the future. So it's definitely we really appreciate La Tuna, Ballydoyle. The places have been treating us good hospitality.
Yeah.
Been able to make a good team there, and they just take good care of us, bro. So it's like the most important part, having that good team that comes together, and then you execute your idea. So I think we definitely got very fortunate to have these people in our lives, bro.
Yes. Blessed,
man. Definitely. I mean, last year was really good. Like you said, it started taking off the year prior, but then last year was just like crazy, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
4 or 5 events in a week. We'll be down here in Aurora. We'll go to Chicago. We'll come, hey, bro, we got to go back. And the next day, we got to wake up at 7 in the morning. We only slept 3 hours.
For real.
Like, man,
good times.
Good times, man.
Good memories, man.
Good memories. I mean, we're still doing it, but
For real, man.
But it's a good time, man. And, I just love the rush, just like going one event to another. It's a good time. And I just remember getting home at 4 in the morning. And hey, bro, you got to wake up at 8. We got a gig at 11. I'm like, oh, man, like, tough. So it's a good time.
The best thing is when I would go pick you up, and we would be like road trip Chicago. And so I think if you know how to build that team, I mean, I think we have a great team. From definitely. Us to everybody that helps us out. I think it's just beautiful.
Oh yeah, beautiful, man.
Once again, because I know we're closing up, we're getting here the finish line. Once again, we're just promoting our February 14 Aquel Amor, a big show coming up at Ballydoyle's, having different bands. Bring your loved one, support. Also, if you're single, you can probably meet the one.
Go mingle.
For real. The one. Free buffet that night, all you can eat. And
drink specials, good.
Yep. Come support us. Thank you so much, Chris. Thanks for having us. Thank you to the City of Aurora for having us.
Aurora, shout out to Curtis. Shout out to BMO Fades.
Yep. And hope to see you at Ballydoyle's.
Being a local business in Chicago, we've always worked with community banks, but over time, those smaller banks started getting acquired by larger national footprint banks. It became time to work with Wintrust to meet our needs without having to have that big bank feel.
Wintrust understood what they wanted to accomplish, and they've increased in size 5 times over.
As we continue to grow, we're going to keep needing to borrow, so I'm sure they're going to love that.
Serving their needs. It's really the foundation of what Wintrust commercial banking is all about.